Hello everyone, welcome to another Plat Fighter News Alert. Before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that you should subscribe to this channel if you want to continue to get the latest news updates on any and all platform fighting games. This is likely going to be one of the longest episodes of Plat Fighter News Alert ever, because I haven't done one of these since the beginning of September. Of course, I've wanted to do one of these much sooner than that, but college did not allow for it. But now, I graduated. Thank God it's over. Now we can finally talk about all the Plat Fighter news that has happened over the past couple of months. You're going to hear about so many platform fighting games that you probably haven't heard of, so stick around if you like platform fighters and are looking for something new to play. Since we last talked about it, Rushdown Revolt has had multiple major updates come to its game. The last patch we talked about was Alpha Surge, which came out on May 5th this year. The next major patch after that was a two-part patch called Smoke and Shadow. The first patch released on October 6th, and it brought the newest character to the roster, Reyna, the Maiden of Chains. She is a stance-changing character with a large variety of moves and mechanics. This update also brought new UI for the main menu, character select screen, and other things. It also brought a brand new stage, Ocean Temple. I could say more, but those were the major things in the first part of Smoke and Shadow. The second part of Smoke and Shadow was released on November 7th, and it came with more major updates. This patch introduced the Mastery system, which has you do in-game requirements to earn XP towards a Mastery level for each character that unlocks character-exclusive items. The customization in the game got more extensive because of that, and a new mode called Flashpoint was introduced. Flashpoint is a King of the Hill style mode where you hold a zone on the map for a certain amount of time and gain points based on how long you stand in that zone. There was one last patch I haven't talked about yet that was released on December 1st that introduced a leaderboard system to the game. The Rushdown Revolt devs have been killing it. The game's popularity has been rising and is still free to play, so give it a try if you like traditional fighting games or any game that's very complicated and very tailored to competitive play. There have been many character releases since the last time I talked about Multiversus, so let's go over all of them. Gizmo released on September 8th, Rick released on September 26th, Stripe released on October 12th, Black Adam released on October 30th, and Marvin the Martian released on November 21st. Along with all that, there were plenty of other additions to the game. There have been more than 20 cosmetics added to the game from September to November. We have gotten Hurtbox and Hitbox changes, an anti-infinite system, dodge meter changes, the Halloween event, the Space Jam stage, the BMO and Lady Rainicord announcer packs, an arcade mode, silly queue, ranked mode, an in-game store, netcode improvements, and so many character balance changes. All of that only within a 3-month period. Player-first games are truly a bunch of workaholics. On September 23rd, Slap City released one of its biggest updates ever. 2 new characters were added to Slap City, those being Cruiser Tetron from Hero Core and Orca from Healthy Weapon. And they have been nerfed since, but it was needed. It was also released on Nintendo Switch on September 23rd, and it came with crossplay. Slap City has become one of my favorites, so if you have a Switch, you have no excuse not to get it. Framemakers has received many updates during the tester phase of the game, but the biggest additions and changes to the game include Gunman Clive as an assist, Frankie the character template, which is meant to help Freight Tools creators, and some major balancing to both assists and characters. Framemakers is in a great state right now, but there is still no release date for the public early access build of the game. I personally don't think it's going to take much longer until it's released. Rocco released on November 7th for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. He was the last DLC character in the Universe Pack. The future of the game is uncertain, but we were promised crossplay, so that might come very soon. A new Star Fox Adventures stage was teased for Super Smash Bros. Crusade. Crystal's voice actor has recorded new lines to be used in Crusade, which is really cool. A new title screen, character select screen, and results screen were shown during a stream on October 21st. Since then, certain YouTubers have been given access to a closed beta for version 9.5 and have been showing videos of it. I am not included in that program, unfortunately, but go check out what Crusade has to offer through the videos of other people. The following moves have been shown off during Moveset Mondays for Rivals 2. Raster's forward tilt, Rando's down throw, Raster's neutral special, Rando's neutral special, Raster's back air, Zetterburn's forward smash, Raster's down throw, Rando's back air, Rando's regular and special pummels, Zetterburn's down tilt, Raster's down air, Rando's up tilt, and Raster's up tilt. Whew. Sorry if I didn't show them all, it's a lot. You can see all these moves on the Aether Studios Twitter page. Ultimate S, a mod for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, has released a couple of updates that change up Isabelle, Toon Link, Dark Samus, Donkey Kong, Mario, Sora, Sonic, and Mii Sword Fighter. There have been some changes to existing stages, and some new additions as well. My favorite changes I've seen from this project have been for Ganondorf. He has a float move that allows him to move anywhere in the air, which is really powerful, and a teleporting move that's basically just a big FU to zoners. Toon AllStar Slam has really made some good progress on their fan game since the last time I talked about them. There have been a variety of moveset showcases, my favorite being Eddie's back air, which has him jam a jawbreaker in his mouth. The game has revealed 4 stages over the past couple of months, and they are Endsville from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Steamboat Willie, from Mickey Mouse, Sim's House from Invader Zim, and Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated from Phineas and Ferb. I love Doofenshmirtz, I'm glad he's gotten into the game somehow. The last thing that they've revealed was the main menu for the game, and it's looking slick. They plan on releasing a demo for this game soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'll probably end up playing it on the channel. Blindsight showed off new ledge mechanics that I've never seen in another platform fighter. While you're on a ledge, you can do an attack while still hanging onto the ledge that spikes the opponent down. They've also shared some progress on the next character to join the roster, named Emerson. He will be the first heavy character in the game and will have a variety of character-specific tech, just like the rest of the cast. They've also shown off some changes that they're going to make to Socket and Jack. And if you haven't seen this game before, I've talked about it in the past, then you should go give it a look. I think it has a lot of potential to be a really dang cool game. The devs of Sentinel Inc. have continued to quietly work on the game, but there have been some cool things to see. Mainly, we have gotten our first look at some new characters for the game through this promotional stand thingy that was at their Super Smash Con booth. I don't think I talked about it on the last news alert, so here you go. I like the fire guy, but the more gameplay I see of Blobson, the more I want to main him. Also, we've gotten some of our first gameplay of Tueta, and yeah, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl player Tusku, I hope I'm saying that right, discovered a 0 to death with her. So Sentinel Inc. is going to be pretty crazy, man. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics. Hudraw Remix released a new trailer for its latest beta build on November 29th. This is yet another Smash Ultimate mod if you don't know. It has new UI for menus and the fighting game characters, custom game modes, and character changes to Pichu, Donkey Kong, Incineroar, Zelda, Sonic, Isabelle, and more. HDR is the only mod that has improved netcode over vanilla Smash Ultimate right now, so if that's something that interests you, then you should give it a try. Flash Party is getting a Steam and Google Play Store release on January 9th. This is not a game that I've talked about before, which I apologize for. It seems like it's a really cool game with fun characters, and now it's becoming much more accessible, so expect to see it on the channel. Stardust Valkyries got an update on November 12th that addressed many issues that some had with the game, mainly its visuals. The camera and netcode were also improved. The visual overhaul really helped this game out. Now, the unique character designs can really shine. Spiritfall is a roguelike with some obvious platform fighter influence, especially in how you attack. Even though this is a single player experience, I still think it's worth a mention in this video. You can sign up for closed beta access for this game right now before it releases in the first quarter of 2023. King of the Hat released on Steam on October 21st. It is a unique platform fighter revolving around throwing your hat and crushing your opponent's hat to win. It has a lot of personality and does something interesting with each of its characters, so I think it's worth a try. Precursor is a roguelike action game with heavy inspiration from Smash Bros. Melee in its movement and combat. The 4th dev build for Precursor was released on November 26th. You can only get the dev build of the game through purchasing it on Precursor's itch.io page. This build includes new enemies, an updated shield, and the experimental addition of heavy aerial attacks, kind of like Smash attacks in the air. The dev for Precursor is also making another game with melee-like movement called Entropoly. This game makes you master those movement skills in a series of levels and is set to release very soon. The SSF2 team has shown off a number of resprites for stages including Bowser's Castle, Yoshi's Island, Hylian Skies, Sky Sanctuary, and Twilight Town. They have also shown off a new item, the Coconut Gun. It does fire in spurts, and it does hurt. There have been some small character art improvements and additions as well. The development hell project I've talked about before has been cancelled because the team could not handle a large scope of the game. They still plan on releasing a demo for the game with what has been completed in early 2023. The team still plans on making games together, just smaller in scale. Finally, Stomp Party was released for a short time on November 15th, but due to a multitude of unfortunate situations that I don't really want to get into, it was pulled and a public build for the game has not been released since. However, some internal restructuring has happened since and has led to me, yes, me being the director of the game. So now I'm in charge of everything from the art, the gameplay, and who we decide to add. I can't say much more than this, but we are working on lots of new art for the game and it might take a long time to make. We are still looking to get something playable out to you guys sooner rather than later though, so stay tuned to this channel for progress reports and news on Stomp Party. And there you have it. I think my voice is shot, but that pretty much tells you what platform fighters to play and look out for in 2023. I don't need a separate video for it now, this video covered just about every one of them. So please share this around, like the video if you watched all the way through, and please support me in my future endeavors. I would love to make YouTube videos as part of my living, but I need you guys to show out as I try my hardest to make the highest quality content I can. Check out my Ko-fi page as a direct way to support me. Maybe you can even have me make you some art. If you do support me on Ko-fi, you will get access to exclusive videos, and all you'd really have to do is donate at least $1 to start getting that content forever. Okay, I'm gonna go now. You guys have yourselves a good one.